This video is recorded after watching the videos on the following areas: supervisory control and data acquisition, that is SCADA, industrial Internet of Things, electrical generation, coal-fired power plant, motor manufacturing. These parts consist of these videos consist of two parts. The compulsory part, the first part is compulsory, and the second part comprises of involves the area of specialization. As on my part, I specialize in electrical and electronics and computer section. So these videos is comprised of the virtual trip which we are supposed to attend soon. The virtual, due to challenges, the virtual trip makes to compensate the physical trip which we were supposed to attend soon. But due to COVID-19 pandemic, the virtual trip were planned and arranged by the Mo University and our department, that is technology department, led by our able HOD, Dr. Galer, and our facilitator, Dr. Olo. And the first part is the SCADA. The SCADA, which is in full, means the supervisory control and data acquisition. Is a software system for controlling, monitoring, analyzing all industrial process. Is a key element in critical infrastructure control. Is a system applied where the data is collected from the system in order to control the system. Is a software that is used to control hardware such as PLC drives and servers. SCADA system grew from out of the elementary system developed for space program, and during that time everything was analog. But the SCADA system operates by communicating within real time with the controllers in the field running the real process. The SCADA is made up of hardware, which involves the one that is remote terminal unit, programmable logic control PLC, which collects data from the machines through the sensors, and three is the human machine interface, and that is the human interface, which enables people with a screen to view and analyze data. SCADA is used it has the following functions, that is data acquisition, data communication, and data presentation, and controlling of sensors. SCADA is used in industries, in areas like transmission of electricity, transporting of gas and oil, controlling traffic lights and water flow. So, and the second part is the industrial Internet of Things. That is this is a system which comprises of interrelated machines, which is able to transmit data over a network without computer to computer interaction or computer to human interaction. It has four main characteristics, that is able to filtering data information, timely reaction, and system resilience. It provides basis where you develop knowledge in a factory set up. You use cloud computing to collect data, and this will accumulate data and will use. It enables industries to improve on customer service and service delivery, since it is able to acquire data and analyze data. Edge computing is important in catching the right moment, and immediately something wrong happens, you use to stop the machine. And the third video involves the electricity generation, that is coal plant to generate electricity. And a coal plant is located in Alabama, in USA. This coal plant generate about 20% of electricity and produce about 2900 megawatts. It uses about 3800 tons of coal daily. It has 4 generating stations, 7 silos to keep coal. When coal reaches the burner, is mixed with the secondary air, adds oxygen, and a burn about 28 degrees produces a steam. The steam is used to produce under pressure and is able to move. Through the turbines and generate electricity. It produces steam. Mover turbines force turbine shaft turns. The steam is able to move the shaft turns generator rotor at about 3,600 revolution per minute. That is a lot of high speed, which is able to produce about 2,400 volts, which is a lot of electricity, which is enough to feed the main grid. The closed loop circulator is to allow water to the silos is able to cooling of water and is turned back for the same process. And fourth is the generation of electricity. Electricity moves with the speed of light, and generation is the first step. It's the first step whereby you can consume electricity at the same time. You can generate electricity at the same time as we use it. And generation of electricity involves the three steps, which is the generation, transmission, and transmission to the main grid from main station to other stations, and distribution to consumers. The generation of electricity is done with various methods. That is one is hydroelectric generation, that involves the reservoir, and it uses kinetic energy of water to turn the turbines to generate electricity. And we have other methods of generating electricity, like nuclear generation, that involves fission and fusion, but it's not applicable in Kenya since it's expensive, but mostly used in developed countries. And mostly in Kenya, people have preferred using solar energy, since it's a renewable energy, and it's affordable by many consumers. And electricity is very essential in running and daily activities of consumers and in factories. But lastly is the coal. Last is the electric motor manufacturing, and electric motors we have two types of motor. That is manufacturing of AC and DC motors. It takes several steps during manufacturing, and this starts with a raw stock manufacture to a finished shaft. The business of CNC manufactured with a specific the shaft is manufactured through the CNC, that is computer numerical control to produce specific dimensions. Shaft is placed on a particular place awaiting its usage. Machine frame supplied by different companies and a primary coating applied. Frame is washed to remove metal coatings which may damage the insides of the motor, inside parts of the motor. And Finished product is stamped and through computerized control inspection to confirm exact design, and lamination is done to remove stress in the motor, and stator winding is where is done through automatic coiling is done to a finished stator winding, and a computerized electrical test to ensure that no components was damaged during assembly. And after finished pass is taken where the after finished pass of the motor is taken to the assembly, where the finished parts of the motor is assembled and is moved to the market, where the consumers can have they can order their motors according to their specification. Motors is very essential since it's able to turn electrical energy to mechanical energy. It is used to run the computers, servers, and big machines. And in conclusion, I want to thank the entire department for organizing such an exercise, since we have been able to learn a lot about the industries, what is going on since technology is dynamic. Technology has been applied in many parts and in controlling and managing of industry. Like SCADA has been able to avail industries in collection, analyzing information, and running of the entire big process which happens in the industries. And electricity generation we have been able to analyze how part of the electricity how electricity is able to about generally generation of electricity is about produces about 16% of pollution that is greenhouse effect. Especially coal generation is about gives about a third of CO2 in USA, that is bringing about greenhouse effect. And thank you.